Sorry? Am I hearing this correctly? Am I hearing this correctly? So you're telling me that Armadillo purposely told Amy stuff negatively to play on her mind and make her feel even more worse, and this was the real reason for why she was struggling so much, because we had Antelope feeding her negative stuff from outside of the villa. Buckle up, beloveds, because that episode review that I just put out isn't just the only video that you guys are getting tonight. We have a lot more to get into because this tea is ridiculous. Hey guys, it's Murali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. And if you haven't already, click that button. Don't be a pagan, and subscribe to my channel for daily and consistent content, and follow me on my Instagram at Murad_Murali as well. Now, this particular video is something that I did not plan to do, but tea has been spilt in relation to Abracadabra, that she has been purposely leaking negative information to other contestants while she was in the villa, breaking the policies of Love Island, and it was tremendously impactful to some of the contestants, especially Amy, and this was actually one of the real reasons for why she felt so down and for why her mental health was quite low. Wow, this is going to be ridiculously intense. So several articles are reporting it, and she actually spoke about it herself. The air hostess has revealed that the model who was coupled up with Danny broke the program's rules and told her what the public thought of her, but the comments were not very complimentary. Wow. Speaking to OK Magazine, this is where she revealed it through this article. She said they gave their perspective. They weren't supposed to, and they got told off for it. So hold on. Arabella got told off for this, allegedly, but didn't have to leave the villa. But Sharif had to leave the villa for play fighting with somebody. We have Artichoke, who consciously broke a policy of this show. There were policies broken. Just like Sharif, he also allegedly broke a policy, as he came out and said himself. Both of them broke policies. One had to leave the next morning, one didn't. What is that about? Absolutely shocking. She goes on to say, Ask Crack led me to believe that I was absolutely hated, and I may have been at the time, so I feel lucky to have come out to so much support. Amy decided to leave the villa last week, obviously after Curtis admitted what he was doing with Jordan and Casa Amor, and following that confession, Amy had obviously left the villa in a very dramatic way. However, what really goes on is that the turn of the events was too much for Amy, and therefore she decided to leave the program to help Curtis pursue the girl of his choice without her watching his every move. In a heartbreaking episode, we all saw Amy going through, a very intense and emotional time. She previously said that Marvin made me go to the gym every day so that endorphins would make me feel better, and Amber gave me her crystal. So obviously we have people around her, the contestants who are helping her, as she expresses herself. However, it has been, expressed that Abracadabra broke these policies, she broke these confessions, and she was going around telling people what the outside world really thought of them, breaking policies, because obviously she was one of the new girls coming into the villa. So this not only confirms that new contestants that come in during the villa have obviously not been on lockdown, that they actually are coming in from the public, and that they actually are coming in with public information, that really and truly they aren't on. I thought personally that people coming into the villa were locked down until the time that they were coming in, but apparently that's not how it goes. They all know what's going on in the public world, so that changes a lot of my thoughts and opinions on these members and contestants of the season. But here we have flipping arsewipe, who has the audacity to feed negative information to contestants, knowing how feeble Amy's mental health was at the time and is as a general individual in that villa. She played with it on purpose, and this is what we have. Somebody who's an absolute troublemaker, somebody who's an individual who literally churned out your one day for no damn reason.
I don't understand why someone can't just want me. I just don't get why. I just don't understand.
I was being very manipulative with her. Now, the reason why I say she was manipulative with you one day is because, as I've said many times, she came to you one day with withheld information on purpose, with an intention to come at her sideways, and obviously it did not work. But what we can see is that she obviously still stole that particular man and did it in very, which isn't the issue because the game is the game, but she did it in a very unjust manner. And this is why a lot of people don't like her, because she was doing it to a point where, you know, she's running around saying, I'm going to do yoga the next day and telling people off, whispering, attempting to dominate and interrupt conversations. It was very rude, very passive aggressive, and we've all met somebody like this in our lifetimes. We've all met somebody like this, which is probably why some people are frustrated, why, you know, I can understand it from that perspective. But at the same damn time, the fact that we have AliExpress doing the absolute most, going around to contestants, playing with their mental health, informing them with lies, is so sad, or informing them with stuff like this, telling people like Amy that she's hated, not disliked, that she's hated on the outside world. What goodness is that going to do for that individual? What goodness is that going to do for me to come into a villa and let you know that you are hated by everybody? Can you imagine the negative toll that can be on somebody's mental health? Now, some people are, a very minute amount of people have been commenting saying, oh, you know, a lot of people use different names for her. This is bad for her mental health. People are taking the piss out of her. This is obviously a reaction, not an action. It's a reaction from somebody's very bullying kind of like behavior and how she made people feel in that villa. Most definitely, this is another person to add to that damn list. There's a reason for why she's one of the most unlike people ever to touch the Love Island. And if you can't understand the scheming, manipulative ways that you obviously were on a side where people are reacting to this kind of behavior. Everybody's been doing it from day one. Arabella is really confusing my life. I don't understand how you are getting so many interviews anyhow when you weren't even a permanent character for a week. Girl, you were only there for 3 days. And you're out here now and information has been leaking out. Contestants have been coming forward saying people like her have broken policies. I don't know why she didn't leave the villa, because she should have for what she did, but I find this to be so sad and so shocking, because especially for somebody like Amy, who was willingly seen as somebody to us as an audience who was quite weak and quite frail and would worry a lot. So why would you come in the villa knowing this, getting to know her, and then telling her this information? I don't understand what goodness you'd get out of doing that. Like, you're playing with someone's mental health. She probably thought, let me use this information as ammunition. The way I'm doing this, that she thought she could use this information as ammunition to throw onto contestants to play on their minds, so that it could rub them the wrong way and it could help her, you know, exceed in the competition. She thought by breaking these policies that she already knew of. She knew about these policies prior, but she still went in to go and do it, which basically confirms how sly she is. All of us knew it from day one, from the way she was reacting and interacting with you one day in that whole situation, the way she tackled it. And then when everybody was upset with Danny, she kind of disassociated time with Danny. Then when you one day left, she kissed him within seconds, minutes, literally within an hour, and didn't care and knew what she was doing. I was saying all of this from day one. Every time she did something, I was talking about it, preaching about the manipulative ways. Everybody saw it online, but I was really analyzing it from a body kind of a language perspective. When she kissed Danny after Yolanda left, she knew what she was doing. Her body language, that presence, that behavior shows domination, and that's what she was trying to do in a very, very passive, aggressive, manipulative manner. And the fact that she knew about these policies prior and slyly broke them on purpose with intent to obviously mess people's minds, because I don't know why I would go in a villa and tell people, oh, by the way, you're hating on the outside. Like, how is that not manipulation? How is that not bullying? How is that not like very scheming? This action of hers that's now been revealed basically confirms every sly manipulative observation or assessment that I have made, or that anybody has made that's watched the show, of this girl. That she is obviously very low down dirty, one of these heifers who wants to play these sly games and thinks it's cute when it really isn't that cute at all. Wow. 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 Arabella Crease, I don't understand what anybody has done to you for you to be so manipulative. If you were not just a kind girl, you know, once the thing happened with Danny, you could have just apologized to you one day, been a nice sweet girl, but instead you wanted to do this whole, you know, sly, manipulative nonsense for no reason. And now other contestants are now coming out with tea and information about what's going on. Let me know what your thoughts are on this particular video. Do comment down below, I'd massively appreciate it. Follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Morali, and subscribe to my channel. Click that button for daily and consistent content, and comment down below on what your thoughts are on the shocking kind of tea content, because I don't even know, like, wow. Aromatherapy, I am done with your ass. I'm done. I'm done. I'm really just done now. I can't be bothered.